mistakes. We make our fucking mistakes over and over, and our hearts are broken over and over, and we hurt other people over and over. We make this fucking stupid mistakes. You look back in your life, you're like, fuck, I was stupid. Everybody, I don't know anybody who goes and looks back in their 20s and doesn't say, fuck, I was an idiot, or fuck, I was stupid, you know? So you're learning, but at least the good thing is with you, you're cognizant of it and you're trying to work on it already, and you're trying to make yourself a better person. You're trying to grow as an individual. You're trying to do the right thing. And that means you're conscientious and that you give a shit. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people, it takes them until their 40s or 50s before they get that way. And I was like you. I was the same way. I was very thoughtful and conscientious about myself and how I affected other people and how I was affecting myself when I'm in my 20s. And I was also highly emotional. I'm still highly emotional, but I was very emotional in my 20s. I was so emotional. It was just almost impossible sometimes for me because I felt things so deeply and so strongly for everything and everybody all the time. And, you know, so quickly oftentimes as well. And so I just, you know, if I like somebody, I knew I liked them, and I didn't need, you know, a year between me and dating them to know. I just knew. And, you know, so I guess that's also part of the fact that I'm so empathic and stuff and can pick up on people's personalities. But I think that you have to remember that the 20s are for that kind of bullshit. And they suck. Your 20s are going to be the greatest years and the suckiest years of your life at the same time, I swear. You look back in your life at my age and you think, wow, those are some fucking great years. I had so much fucking fun. I did some great things. I tried new things. I tried this. I did that, blah, 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 blah. But I also made a lot of fucking mistakes. But you learn from every one of them. So just take heart and don't worry about it. And so my bottom line, I guess, is, you know, if you want to continue to date this guy, based on what you've told me anyway, you need to tell him, and, you know, that in the future, in order to be with you, he's going to have to eventually come out, whether it's, you know, in 6 months, a year, or whatever. You can give him a time frame, and you can help him transition to doing that. You can help him do that, or guide him to people who can, or whatever. But I don't see you personally as ever going back in the closet. I don't see you being a closeted individual and being someone who's ashamed to be gay at all. And dating someone that is closeted is putting yourself back in there as well, and to some degree anyway. And I don't think it's right to ever, as I've said many times on my show, to dim your light for someone else. And in doing that, I think you would be dimming your light. And that's not fair for anyone to ask of you to do, especially someone that's supposed to love you. So I hope that helps somewhat anyway. I don't know if it did, but I hope that helped answer your question about that. My last topic for the night is there is a study, a scientific study, a very long-term scientific study about gays or same-sex couples raising the effects of same-sex couples raising kids and children or whatever. And the study, which was done by a very well-respected organization, if I can find it. I'm trying to find it. So here it is right here. So it says, children of same-sex parents healthier and more adjusted than their peers, says new study. And so basically it says we found that children from same-sex families scored on average 6% better on two key measures, general health and family cohesion, even when controlling for a number socio-demographic factors such as parent, education, and household income, said the lead researcher Simon Crouch. But on most health measures, including emotional behavior and physical functioning, there was no difference when compared with children from the general population. So basically it's saying that in terms of emotional behavior and physical functioning, they are just as equally well adjusted as any heterosexual couple's children. And in terms of general health and family cohesion, they are much better off, than heterosexual families. So, you know, all those fucking idiots, those stupid heterosexual morons out there that are so anti-gays raising children because it's going to ruin the fabric of society, or it's going to fuck them up, or it's going to make them gay or whatever. You're all fucking idiots. But we knew that anyway, didn't we? That's all for tonight on Game Ass. I want to thank you for listening to the show. If you have a question you'd like to ask me, you can go to info, or rather email it to info at offlimitsshow.com. You can also tweet me on Off Limits Show on Twitter. Also Facebook, on the Facebook page. Be sure to sign up for that if you're not already a member. And like me on, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and also listen to my show as often as you can. I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Good night.